Today we're going to be taking a quick look at the timeline of John Karony trying to sell the Safemoon holders back in March. So in early March, a buyer reached out to Safemoon wanting to buy the liquidity pool and the holders. The first message we have in this leaked screenshot is on March 13th, 2023. It says, "Thank you, $13 million is what I'm willing to pay in any stable coin of John's choice." March 28th, the Safemoon LP would be hacked. Going back to the messages on April 3rd, Safemoon responded back to the buyer saying, "Hey, John said it's tragic we were unable to close a deal with your previous offer before the exploit. John would like to know if you will consider $1 million for the current state of the project. Once I have that, I can bring that to the team for further talks and potential proposals." On the same day, on April 3rd, John Karony said, "Safemoon family, it was a long week and we've made a great progress. I want to personally thank our team for the hours they are putting in. It has been wonderful to see and feel the strength and support of our community while we have been working on rectifying the situation." The next day, John would say, "We are delighted to get this rocket going once more. Safemoon family trading is now alive. None of this would be possible without the immense hard work, dedication, and passion shown by our amazing team. So this one is for them. We have learned from the last eventful week and we move on, always looking forward. The updates you are seeing today are truly just the beginning, and I encourage you all to stay tuned to official Safemoon channels for more exciting updates. Thank you all so much for your patience." So these are the posts that John is making to the public, while secretly in the DMs, he is saying that it was tragic that he couldn't sell Safemoon for $13 million and made a counter offer on April 3rd for $1 million for the current state of the project. I hope you can really see the betrayal here and the deceit and the manipulation. On one sense, telling the Safemoon army that this is only the beginning of Safemoon, and in the other sense saying, "Hey, you want to buy Safemoon for $1 million?" However, the buyer at that time, since most of the liquidity was gone, the buyer did not want to even buy it for $1 million. The buyer said, "No, I don't believe I would pay that much at this stage. I would be willing to pay whatever your remaining liquidity is. As I said previously, if you're able to recover the liquidity or a good chunk of it, I am yet again a buyer." I do know who the buyer is. I do know who the emails were to. I'm not going to reveal that. John Karony said it was tragic that he couldn't sell Safemoon for $13 million before the hack, and then after the hack tried to sell Safemoon for $1 million while posting publicly about how this was only the beginning for Safemoon. If John had sold Safemoon for $1 million, John would have got the $1 million. All of the holders would have only gotten around 10% of the value of their bag in the new project. All of the utilities would have been completely dropped. The buyer only wanted the liquidity and the holders. All of everything that the Safemoon was working on would have been completely dropped. John would have profited again off of the holders, and the holders would have taken the hit again. Which, if you can't see from the past, that John clearly has viewed the Safemoon army as not people to help lift up at the cost of sacrificing his own time and money, but something to manipulate into gaining profit. I hope you can see how he is to your face and how he is behind your back. To your face, he's lying to you and telling you this is just the beginning and we're still working on things. And behind your back, he's like, "Hey, how much can I get off of selling these guys? It'll take 90% of their back value away. All the projects will be dead. I can go away and give up on this project." And if this had happened, that would have been an announcement out of nowhere. Safemoon army is because of this. I regret to inform you that due to this and due to this, we're unable to deliver. And the reason is because I think that you guys will be in better hands if a buyer comes in to be able to pull these things together. So therefore, I regretfully have made the decision to sell Safemoon. Like, that would have been a real announcement that would have happened. The only reason it didn't is because they didn't close the deal for the $13 million before the hack, and then the buyer didn't want it for $1 million. Otherwise, Safemoon would have been sold. He already sold you guys out. He said it was tragic that he couldn't sell Safemoon for $13 million, and then he recountered with $1 million offer, selling you guys out for $1 million when the liquidity was like $36,000 or something at the time, and the buyer did not want to pay $1 million for $36,000 worth of liquidity and the holders. The part of the huge value was the liquidity. There you guys go. I do have a good opportunity for you guys. If you guys know any projects that need dev work of any kind, websites, anything like that, you can get 5% of whatever they spend for your referral by using this link. So I'll get 5% and you'll get 5%. If you use this link and if you refer any project for website work, development work, blockchain work, if they spend 100 grand, you're gonna get 5 grand, right? So it's a great deal. Just use this link if you know any devs that need any work, and that's an easy way to make money that you can use during the bull run.